This is the Umidigi Bison Pro, a budget or mid-range phone, depends on what you consider budget or mid-range, from Umidigi. So this comes with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, the Helio G80, a 5000 mAh battery, all for $180. So just based off of those specs, this is pretty much insane value for money. Also Android 11, a Full HD Plus display, 6.3 inches, a 48 megapixel camera. So yeah, some pretty insane specs. Let's see how the actual phone is though. So here it is. Also IP68 water and dust resistant. Also I'm guessing drop resistant as well. Oh, don't tell me it's one of those crappy thermometers that we got with our previous Umidigi phones. So first impressions, yeah, the back and the sides are made of plastic, which is not a bad thing. That doesn't feel entirely cheap. Maybe like when you're holding it on the sides, it feels a bit cheap, but other than that, it feels nice and durable. And the box is, you know, pretty typical charging brick, charging cable, which is Type-C. And we don't get anything else in the box. So yeah, let's power it on. So first impressions, display looks pretty decent actually. So I'm gonna set this up and get back to you. Alright, so our fingerprint sensor is over here on the left side, which is a bit bizarre, but it probably won't be too uncomfortable. Also, the vibration motor feels very cheap. Anyway, let's do this. And there we go. Alright, so phone is all set up. Let's hop into settings. So phone, of course, it feels extremely fast. So here we have toolbox, which you get with most of our rugged phones. You know, thermometer. Oh, thermometer, yes. Let's see if it actually works this time. Alright, so it's doing something. Let's try my forehead. So this one actually works for once. Like, it's not the most accurate, but hey, at least it detects something, right? And here we have the rest of our stuff. Plump bob. Who can't go for the plump bob? And kind of delayed, but works. Picture hanging thing. Yeah, a bunch of other useful stuff. We also have a custom button over here. This, however, activates the thermometer, and we also have one over here as well, which is, oh, it's set to the camera. I see. No, actually, this is underwater camera mode. So this will allow you to take pictures and video underwater, because if you don't know already, the touchscreen does not work underwater. So this is actually very useful. Oh, just press the lock button. That disables it. And we can, of course, change what these buttons do. So as you can see, smart key. We have two, so we can set which one does what. So smart key 1, we even have a single click option, double click options. So one key can do multiple things, which is very cool. And we have both of them, so the possibilities are endless. All right, we're gonna test the fingerprint unlock and face unlock. First off, fingerprint. Very fast with the fingerprint. Let's try face unlock now. Kind of glitching there. Alright, so face unlock is a bit less good. I don't think it registered correctly either, because it took like a fraction of a second. So overall, the fingerprint unlock is pretty good, while the face unlock is just decent. Let's see how gaming is with this, with the Helio G80. Oh, that's loud. Very impressive, no lag or stutter. Let's see how it is without ads. Wow, no matter how fast I do it, like literally no stutter at all. So yeah, very impressive with Knife Fit. Now let's try Wind Rider. All right, Wind Rider. Hold on. All right, runs pretty good actually. Not, it's pretty much, yeah, 60 FPS. The thing that was slowing it down a little bit are the ads, which is a bit unfortunate. But without those ads, I think if you turn on airplane mode, then you won't receive ads. But yeah, Wind Rider runs pretty great. Our graphics are at the highest, like at least the highest that this phone supports. This is the high graphics pack, and so far, it's running great. Like no lag, no stutter. The overall like scenery looks great. You know, running around. There's a bit of stutter because everything's loading. But overall, as you can see, it's perfectly playable. And the game looks very nice. So yeah, this phone is pretty good for gaming. Alright, so the speaker does get pretty loud. The only problem is that it is a bit tinny, and overall quality is meh, but overall decent speaker. And also we have a headphone jack, which is extremely rare to see nowadays, even with these budget phones. Alright, rear camera is 12 megapixels, but we can go all the way up to 48 megapixels. So we're gonna put it to 48. Front camera, 24 megapixels. Rear video full HD. Front video also full HD. So with that, let's take our first selfie. Let's go outside. Rear facing video. Really good autofocus. Like almost Samsung level autofocus we got over here. Front facing video. Let me know what you think. So yeah, that is pretty much it. So should you buy this phone? Well, if you can find it for 180 bucks like I did, then I think it's absolutely worth it because we're getting great specs, lots of features, you know, good performance, good display, good cameras. There are a lot of good things about this phone. But if you only see it for around $200, $220, $250, then at that point you might as well just get a Xiaomi phone or an Oppo or whatever. But for 180 bucks, I think this phone is absolutely worth it. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.